Hey, how goes it everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Yes, the Season 9 ranking is still in the pipeline, do not ask me about it in the comments, please and thank you. So, it's Pokémon Day, or at least it should be by the time this video goes out, and I wanted to do something special to celebrate. Not a big scripted video though, because I already have the one I need to deal with, which I said was supposed to be out in January. Yeah, good one. Nah, instead I ended up doing a tier list of all the characters from Scarlet and Violet in a Discord call with what turned out to be a bunch of my friends. Links to all of their socials will be in the description below, go check them out, give them some love, yes this is a threat. Also, there won't be much, if anything, going on visually, so feel free to have this just on in the background while you're working on something else. Seriously, I know I'd do the same thing. That's all I got for an intro, so enjoy!
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god. Hello, television view.
Alright.
This is live broadcasting on EV.
Alright, so... Alright, so starting off, let's just go ahead and get started with the pro tags.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
it might be best to do them in order of when you meet them, or,
Yeah.
like, because that just seems like the most logical thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this in mind. So, pro tags, Florian and Juliana.
I think Florin is F tier. F for Florin. I don't like him. I hate his stupid haircut and his dumb hat and his stupid shorts.
I'm not as much of a hater, though I think he'd be, like, C tier for me, because it's like, he's a protagonist, and he does
Yeah.
look goofy as fuck, so...
Yeah.
I
think-
agree with Stumbles.
I
I
think
think he's
C
C tier.
My desk.
I think C tier is fine. Juliana.
Okay.
I'm
I don't care about him enough to defend him or
Yeah.
put him lower.
For Juliana,
Dang.
I'm tempted to also say C tier, because, like, character-wise,
I think-
like, they're the same.
I
Yeah.
think we should go a tier above only because I like her design a little
I was
better.
gonna say, the most I'd put her above is 1 tier. Are you going to, by the way, are you gonna be ranking in the tiers themselves, or no?
No, not really.
Okay. Yeah, because I was
We
gonna
don't
say...
have the time or energy for that.
Yeah, if you were, I was gonna say she should still be above him, because look at this goofy ass fucking...
Now look at this goofy ass.
Y'all better stop hating on my boy Florian.
He's 8 years old.
There's,
Hate him.
yeah, there's a reason I changed his design
Good.
immediately.
Dumb.
At least,
What's he gonna do?
like, you see, one of them at least has the cool, like, side, braid.
Yeah. Yeah,
The other one's a loser, so...
Exactly.
exactly.
The other one's a dumb little loser baby.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and save, like, certain characters for, like, last, like,
Yeah.
the big handful there.
Oh, okay. Do we start with the mom? Or, like, next, maybe the mom? Just
yeah,
because...
let's go with the mom next.
Now,
Mom's
wait,
really hot. That's an
yeah. I wouldn't say S, just because I think S, you gotta have... Like, for me, at least, I would say there needs to be a lot of character there, too.
Yeah.
I'd say A, though.
Yeah, like,
You know? Being hot at
Very
least
hot.
brings you places, you know?
yeah, because, like, she can get it, but at the same time, she's definitely the Pokemon mom ever. like-
Most of the moms are
She's really
hot.
just the mom.
Yeah, that's kind of... I'm tempted
Yeah.
to just say B, actually.
I mean, hey, this is your tier list. I'm gonna
Yeah.
disagree, but, you know, it's not
Yeah.
my choice.
I can't believe Wagon doesn't like MILFs.
Milf
Milk
hater.
denier over here.
Can't believe this. I'm being bullied on my own video.
We love
What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing, honestly.
What are you gonna do, huh? Go cry to your mom? The mom that you put in B tier?
Yeah. She's not gonna help you. She's in B tier.
A tier maybe, but B tier nah.
Okay, so... Actually, I think I'm going to do, like... If I were to rank the tiers, she'd be, like, low A tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
Peer-
she's on the verge of the two tiers.
Peer pressure always works, let's get it.
Yeah, I love bullying.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the Team Star Grunts out of the way. These goofy
Like-
asses.
Goofy.
This is just like the default ones, right? These aren't specific
just-
characters.
Yeah, just the default.
Aren't these the ones that like you meet with Penny?
Yeah,
At
they're
the
the ones.
beginning?
They're the ones that you meet at the very beginning.
Like C tier too, maybe.
Yeah, because like they're kind of just there. Like I don't know why they're on this tier list, but
I mean,
They're literally just grunts.
also like at most they're what, maybe like a couple years older than you, and like at the very most, like they could be like 20 or something, and they're just walking up and bullying a kid on her first day.
yeah.
It's like they're
What
a
are you
little
gonna do,
pathetic.
literal child?
They are a little pathetic.
Yeah.
Twitter in a nutshell.
Kinda, yeah.
I love
Come on
bullying
now.
children.
At least some of those children had it coming to them. Like,
True.
Let's go ahead and get the teachers done, then we can start doing like special orders.
hell yeah.
Alright, so Jacques.
S tier.
At least A. That guy's
That's
great.
A.
Jacques is
No.
great.
That's a solid A.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him in S, but I think he's a great teacher. He's a fun guy.
Yeah, I don't
S tier in my heart.
I don't feel
He's
comfortable
hurtful.
putting him lower than A.
Yeah,
He's Orpal.
Yeah.
Orpal.
Yeah, like I think if he was a bit more involved, because like he has history with Clavel, like so I think if he was just more involved in the story, I probably would have put him in S.
And to be fair, none
yeah.
of the teachers are involved, so.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. But, like,
Some of them have more going on.
yeah, at least some have a bit more going on. The thing is that he at least is, like, the person that gives you the, shiny charm and stuff, or at least a certificate for the, decks.
Yeah.
You go to him for all the rewards and stuff.
Dendra.
Sandra
S.
S.
Yeah,
She's
like
hot.
that is not a hard
S,
decision.
but not-
That is
okay.
not a difficult decision.
She's just hot.
No,
I
you're
don't.
watching something.
Also,
She's hot and
Also,
stupid and very gay, and I like
she's
her.
just a fun character. I really like her.
Yeah.
I love. We're getting good loser lesbian representation.
Hell yeah. Love
So
me a
true.
meathead.
Saguaro.
Saguaro S.
He's nice. Yeah, I don't have any tier to put him in because you know,
He's perfect.
he's a big old
He's
buff man, not
great.
really my
He's
thing.
a lot of fun.
But he is very charming, yeah.
Yeah, he's very charming. I'm debating between A and S.
I
gotta put him
personally
in
would
A.
put him in A because I feel the same way about him as I do Jacques. But like,
A
You
is
know.
acceptable.
yeah, that's
Anything
can
less
always
than I
just-
will kill you instantly.
Yeah, I think
I would have, like, again, you can also shuffle them around at the end, you know. So
that's true. Yeah.
like,
I think I'll go with A for now. Because like these aren't like rigid.
yeah,
This is the law. Like these are the way you're supposed to feel about them. No, it's just like, just kind of as I have it now. Salvatore, I think he's
S.
I think he's super underrated.
the only downside about this man
Salvatore
is
perfect. I'm madly in love with him.
he's only got one con, and that is why the fuck is that like a slit in his hair like shaved all the way down? It's not like it's like a slight cut, and you can like no,
Don't
it's
ever
it's
mention
bald.
that hair to me.
Another
is
con is that
bald.
he is married and not to me.
That's evil, but
Yeah.
he does give you Galarian Meowth, and that makes him peak. So
And also
His
he's
wife.
just so silly and funny and I love him.
I also have a
And he
feeling.
spawned that really funny meme in the Japanese fandom with like paw me staring at the ground and it's really funny.
Oh my god, that's so good. That's so
Oh,
good.
Pogmo-san!
Yeah, I think there's also the idea that like he's the one that brought in Sonia's book to the library, which I think that's really neat.
ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah,
I can see that. If it was me, he'd be D tier, but
I'll kill you.
damn.
I'll fucking
Yeah,
kill you,
this,
Shay.
this is exactly what I
wrong with
mean
you?
when I say he's underrated.
How could you
Damn.
fucking say that to me, Shay?
I didn't
Literally.
realize we had someone with bad taste in the call.
Yeah,
I know.
Goddamn, Shay.
Like, putting a MILF in B tier is one thing with Wag, but Shay, a D tier with this man?
Can't believe
I don't even like men, and
The
I'm putting him
entire
in
story
S.
arc is him trying to save a little paw me.
Yeah, he's just trying to save a little guy.
that's not why though. It's his hair.
Why are you such a hater?
Damn.
Oh my god. Okay,
Actually,
damn.
Not
You know
even
what?
a bowl cut.
You know what? I'm gonna move Saguaro up to S.
Good.
Yeah, that's fair.
S for Saguaro.
Yeah, S for Saguaro.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do not separate them.
Do we move on to
I like
the next
Salvatore.
teacher?
Don't get me wrong.
The
Miriam.
S hot nurse.
I really like Miriam's arc. I think she's really fun.
Her
I
team
bet
is
it takes some
also just
classes in the
really
DLC.
creative. Like,
So pretty.
she's so well rounded. She's got a team that matches everything about, medical
All her
shit.
team references medicine, and I love it.
Yeah, it's creative. Her little side story is sweet. To me, she's part of the lesbian trio, so like that's also a plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright, Time.
Love her.
she's got my colors. I love time.
I'm-
Time's
I-
nice.
An A tier.
yeah,
Honestly, all the teachers are at least an A tier for me. I
For
like all
me-
of them a lot.
I think she might be in B, but that's just because she has the problem of like Jacques and some other teachers where I don't really see her much, and
Yeah, like,
you know,
here's the
her
thing.
sister's cool. So
Yeah, I would put
course.
Time in S, but I just wish she did more.
like
Put her in A.
I think
You
she
put her in A.
like she at least has the thing of like maybe there's potential in a DLC because we know we're getting the DLC.
Oh, we're
Mhm.
absolutely getting DLC.
Yeah.
We're probably getting DLC announced the day this goes up.
And yeah, we're probably gonna get it on Pokemon Day. If we don't, I feel like everyone's gonna be shocked. It's
Yeah.
expected.
Yeah, we're gonna get some new revelation that's gonna make this tier list outdated immediately.
Praying that we get another Slowpoke thing, like where
Yeah.
like the DLC brings a new Paldeanmon in. Like
That would be
they
very
have
nice.
to. They have to. I know it's not gonna be Slowpoke again, but I would be so happy if it was Slowpoke again.
That would be so funny.
Slowpoke again! Yeah!
Slowpoke peak Pokemon.
Yeah, Slowpoke.
It's like how Meowth has like 3 regional
Yeah.
forms.
Yeah. Alright, Rhyfort.
S.
Easy S.
S.
She's hot. She has the whole history thing going on with
She's
the
kind of
legendaries.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's kind of insane. It's like it's a win-win-win. There's nothing
She's
bad
very
about that.
ambiguous. I love her.
Yeah. Yeah. We love us a morally gray teacher.
I love women who plot and scheme.
Yeah. Alright, and now we can do special order.
Gym leaders.
Alright, so, Katie.
Katie, I think Katie's like a solid B. I really like her
Yeah.
design.
Yeah.
For me, she's
B or
B.
C.
Yeah,
She's
I
the
don't feel
first
too
gym leader. She doesn't
strongly.
have a lot going on with her.
I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
but I like her. I think her whole baker aesthetic is really nice. I like the
It's
fact
very
that
cute.
her gym challenge ties more into the culture of, which one was it? Cortando?
Yeah, it's also just kind of annoying though.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
The physics on that olive.
Also, like
and, like,
there's
I-
so many food Pokemon, and for
Yeah.
some reason Teddy Ursa is the one that she terrorized, not like Fido or anything. And it's like,
I
why?
like Teddy
Because
Ursa because I think
there's
she has
honey.
it to collect honey.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
a bear.
Yeah. And then I also like her little rematch story where she's like, she really wants to use a stronger team, but she's stuck being the first gym leader.
Yeah, trying to be a bit merciful on the students.
Yeah. Since she's the closest gym leader to the academy.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I'm actually gonna put her in A.
Okay.
Fair enough. That's
I
only
like her.
that's only one tier off of what I was gonna say. So
Yeah, because, like, I think she's a really strong first impression for the gym challenge.
I mean, yeah, true. She also does just feel like a starting gym leader too, you know, like not in a bad way, but in like it's like just like a sweet person showing you the ropes type of thing.
Yeah.
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 He's my friend.
Yeah.
Since we're doing gym leader order, Brassius, Wii
Brassius.
Huber.
Yeah. A
Big
for
Brassius is-
avant-garde.
Yeah.
He's a solid A.
Yeah.
Such a
He's wonderful,
fucking
and I love his story with
Yeah, I can agree
Haswell.
with A tier.
He's
I-
kind
I-
of insane. I love how he breaks his ankles jumping off of a window.
Yeah, like that. And I love him and Hassel, like their rapport.
Story. Oh,
Yeah,
story
he's-
about how he got
I will say,
out of his depression and stuff.
I will say,
Good.
his Sudowoodo is so fucking annoying. Because,
Really Wudo.
yeah, fucking trailblaze every turn and I can't fucking hit him.
Okay, here's a counterpoint, right? should have just picked Fuecoco.
Yeah.
You know, I
I'll
could have.
just-
Fuecoco stays winning. First 2 gyms sweep.
Wait, what starter did you pick, Wagon?
I picked Quaxley.
Mm-mm-mm.
Choosing the water type
I'm-
starter.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I chose. Like, it's not my fault that Paldea has such cunty birds.
True. Literally, all these birds are serving cunt. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Ino. I have a fucking bone to pick with people because no one can agree on what her name should be pronounced when
It's Ino.
It's Ino because like it sounds like Ino, and that's kind of her whole thing.
Yeah.
Plus, it has ion. That's how like
I straight up, I didn't even realize this was a problem. Like she says, I kind of understand just
I've heard
because
people-
her.
I've heard people say Iono. I've heard people say Iono. It's just like no, it's Ino.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like, because, I think it wouldn't be as much of a problem if it was voiced, just because, like, the whole who's a
Yeah.
what's it, I don't know, like, I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
that
the pun.
like if only we had like the fucking promo video in English, we wouldn't have that problem.
It wouldn't have had this issue.
Yeah. Also, I love every VTuber who gets to her boss fight, and all of their chat just goes nuts cheering for Ino.
It's so funny. I love Io.
Honestly, I'd say S tier. She's really fun.
She's
her
really
design.
funny. I think the challenge is just stupid, but
Yeah,
like
it's
her as a
stupid.
character is
It's
so
also-
funny.
It's also
Yeah,
hilarious.
her challenge is stupid, but it's fun stupid.
There's only one problem I have with her, and that is that she has the same exact problem as Clara, where we see them have accessories for a Pokemon that is like very different to how the actual Pokemon looks, and that's not a form.
Yeah,
and it
like-
drives me insane because like
Like, at the very least,
Imagine.
use the Pokemon your accessory is based off of, even if it's not a new form. Like,
it's just because like Clara, imagine if we had that Dustox as like a form, and with
Yeah.
Ino, imagine if they like for some reason cutified like domesticated Magnemites, and we
would
got
be
this super
so funny.
cute like electric fairy one. But no, they don't do that for some reason, and it drives me insane.
yeah. Alright, Kofu. I don't see enough people talking about Kofu.
I
He's
love
funny.
I love Kofu.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
very
great.
just a silly guy.
Molten Veloza!
He's
I
like
think he deserves to be in an A tier.
I would say A or B. Yeah, he's a funny guy. I think
Yeah.
his quest line is just silly. It's like, this guy ran off with his
Yeah.
wallet, like without it. Go get it to him.
Yeah, and his whole thing is like, his gym challenge is like a fucking auction that's so fucking funny.
And like, just the
And plus,
fact that he hasn't even
he's-
realized that was the challenge.
yeah. And plus, I like how he sets himself apart from our other water type chef, Seabold.
Yeah. Oh. Also, he gives you money, and that's a
does.
win.
Yeah. Honestly, I might put him in S tier too. Like, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah, like I just, I feel like putting him in just A is doing him a disservice.
I like him a lot.
Right, Larry.
And
S. I don't even think this needs to be
Yeah,
a
like,
conversation.
That is not a conversation. Like, Larry's like peak. Everyone knows it.
I'm obsessed with Larry. I love him.
Larry's
I love
just a
normal
dude.
type leaders just being dudes.
Yeah, like,
It's so fun.
yeah, like not even just like the fact that he's like the way he is as a gym leader, just as a character, he's
Yeah.
great. Right.
He's like,
And
"Hey,
also, the little like thing about his tie giving you a hint for what's to come, and
Yeah,
it like zooms in on it, like during the fight. You're like, oh shit,
yeah,
the clouds are flying. Like it's perfect.
yeah. It's so good. All right, Rhyme.
F.
I also
S,
love her
S,
ass.
S. Rhyme's perfect. I adore her.
Yeah, she's
Like-
a lot of fun.
She has the best typing. She's got the best design.
So true.
Got
Yeah.
mad bars.
Yeah,
She has
Yes.
Missy
And
Elliott.
then- oh my god, everyone's coming in the middle of our fucking stream!
Oh my god, who's joining in?
Watch out!
Mark.
Recording.
Oh, we're
Guys, hi,
recording.
James. We're
Yeah,
ranking
it's-
Scarlet Violet characters.
Oh, hey, nice.
Please agree with us that Ryan is
Scaz,
S tier.
James.
Oh, hey, I'm glad to see all the teachers are in S tier. Or
None
I
of them are
or A
bad.
tier.
I think Larry should be
they're an
objective
A or
number
S
1
tier.
though.
I'm glad to see Miriam is in
front.
S tier where she belongs. That's all I'm care about.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not ranking them within the tiers, so like.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I'd say this is a pretty strong place we're at so far.
I think the cast is really solid for this game.
One thing I would like to specifically just add about Rhyme, like, obviously I'm biased because Ghost type peak. There's nothing better than Ghost type. But one thing is just I love how they added the skeleton like torso and arm into her hair.
It's so good.
Peak design.
The fact that she's a double battle gym leader.
It is
Not
very
enough of
cool.
those.
Her design is so good, and also there's a amazing color combination of the gold and the teal, and her jawbone shoes. I love her. I love her so much.
Good.
It's honest.
Also just nice. She's really nice too.
Yeah. I really wish that they made double battles more common, because it's like, that is literally what VGC is built on. Why aren't you using it at least a little more?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like, I genuinely do feel like if Time had done more, they would both be S.
Yeah, imagine if they went into the like class tournament as a duo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would have been so cool,
It would
but
work
no.
so good because Ghost type levitate, and she could like fucking spam me with ground moves.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell, even if they had like a moment kind of like Brassius and Hassel, where Ryan shows up in Time's class, that would have been so fun.
Yeah, I hope we get like more wacky stuff for the characters in the DLC.
Yeah, literally. Like,
where's my DLC where I can take Miriam's health class?
Please.
yes.
She was robbed. She should have been.
She was
She should have gotten
robbed!
to class.
Why does she have to be studying
Space my
just like
ass.
us, man? It's not fair.
But no, I will say,
At least
I'm very upset by the fucking the math class, because they asked, the question was like, how many Pokeballs you get, right?
Oh yeah,
it's
that
like,
question. It
they
tripped me up so bad.
they specify Pokeballs though. They don't specify like what kind of balls, how many balls you get. They said Pokeball.
I
Not
knew it was a trick
balls.
question.
Yeah, like
Those
That's why
fuckers.
time is lower for me.
Alright. Anyway, moving on to Tulip.
S.
She's kind of mad.
She's hot.
I think she's kind of whatever, personally.
I am.
Also,
Miriam clears. I'm sorry.
Planting,
sorry.
I'm planting my flag in B tier. Like,
You
I
people
so
are
evil.
fucked up.
like she's
A at
she's
best.
just the gym leader I vibe with the least.
Yup, that
I
actually.
hear me out. I do like her a lot, but it's like, as a gym leader, she doesn't get nearly as much as like the teachers would. So I'm just like, she's a pretty face.
That's why
and
she's
kind
mid
of
for
really
me.
it for me.
Yeah, like
So,
I
A
don't
at best.
dislike her, but like
She's
I just
a
wish there was
psychic
more to her.
And she's pretty. She uses a Florges, and she's pretty, and she's epic, and she's base, and she's my mother. People are in the head.
I at least think that she has a bit more going for her than like some of the teachers. Like she does at least get a bit more, and like with the personality that you see in her battle, along with the rematch where you see how she feels about Gita. It's like I just think she's a really interesting character.
Yeah.
Kind of blazed
I
those
just-
rematches.
I
I
just
didn't
think-
And she's hot.
Yeah, I think
She's
her
hot.
Shut up.
yeah, like I think her design is the least interesting out of the gym leaders for me, and I'm
Wild.
You gonna say that with Larry right there?
I mean, with
It's a little funny.
the thing is
Yeah.
with Larry, that's the point.
Larry is such a baby girl. I love him.
Yeah.
Yes.
But with Tulip, I kind of wish that her design had a little bit more going on. And then there's her gym challenge.
Her outfit
it's-
literally claps for her.
Yeah, like
That's
It's incredible.
really
I
really
don't know.
funny.
I just wish like if there was like another color on her outfit, I think that would have really helped.
Honestly, it's kind of funny to hear you say that, because I think that psychic gym leaders tend to be some of the most like atrocious outfits. Like
Yeah.
they go way
Like,
too
it doesn't-
over the top half the
Sabrina-
time.
It
It just
doesn't,
looks
Sabrina
it
goofy.
doesn't even
Sabrina-
need to be like some super clashy, super neon color or anything. Just like something else.
Sabrina and Tulip understand. They're normal outfits.
simple.
Then you
Yeah,
cut
like-
to like fucking Olympia
Good.
and whatever
I
the
do
fuck
like-
Will's wearing.
I do like her and Dendra being friends and all that. That's fun.
Yeah.
And I do like her whole thing with like, hey, I don't like Gita's vibes. Like that she's such a
No
fun
one does,
character.
sister.
Like she's a fun character. I just wish like
She's a bit of a hater, and I respect that.
there were some aspects where
love
I'm just like,
women who
I
are
wish there
haters.
was more.
It's like she isn't a big hitter, but she's just
Yeah.
like she has that slight bit of hater in her. You know what?
Yeah.
I do kind of respect that. I would say, I'd say A.
Yeah,
I'd
like,
say A for
I
her.
feel
Yeah.
like this is probably gonna be my most controversial opinion out of the entire
It is.
lot.
I'm going to
It
come to
is.
your house and kill you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's also just to me, like, half the characters above her I don't like as much, so it's just like, hard to disagree, but yeah.
Understandable.
Stumbles, let's kill him.
Yeah, let's kill him.
Yeah, like hey, like I said, I don't dislike her. Like I don't think she's like super mid, which is why she isn't in C tier with like the pro tags and the grunts.
I'll hate seeing women succeed.
Literally.
I just don't care
I
for
mean,
her, honestly.
If I hated seeing women succeed, why is Rhyme in S tier?
Well, that's because we would kill you.
That's because you'd be so just terribly wrong in that case,
I would have.
Yeah,
to
I
agree with
would
that.
be wrong if I was to put her anywhere other than S, or at least lower than A.
Okay, let's move on to the
let's
gym
move
leader
on.
that's actually mid.
Really,
What?
because
I don't
That
care for
killed.
Grusha.
that's an opinion if ever I've
That's
heard
my
I
one.
think he's at least A.
I
do
yeah, I
not
think
care
he's
for
at
Grusha.
least A.
He's
cool,
to
pun
me,
intended.
but
I do not
A-
care for his
A or
design,
S? I'm
actually. I never
conflicted.
did.
I'll put him in A for now because I have the tier color as blue and he is very blue. But
Yeah,
like,
I'm just like
wish.
wild.
it's like either or for me because I really like Grusha.
I like his character. I don't really like his design.
I mean,
It is
that's
kind of
fair.
boring, I will admit.
It didn't
I
vibe
love
with
his
me
design.
when he was
Yeah, like I
released.
think his design is pretty neat for like what they're going for, and like I guess I wish there was a little more to his challenge, like maybe like more obstacles. Like it doesn't need to be a
Seems like
different
it doesn't
challenge
match his
altogether.
character.
Honestly, yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna split hairs. Like his gym challenge, I wish there was more to it. That's why he's in A tier.
I like the gym challenge. It reminded me of Poke Park.
Yeah, like it really reminded me. Actually, yeah, that's a good analogy for it because like now that I think about it, now that you mentioned it, it does kind of have Poke Park vibes, and I really like Poke Park.
I love Poke Park. I love Poke Park. I love Poke.
I miss Poke Park symbols.
For me, it is like the challenge is a little too simple, and honestly, like for me,
Yeah,
it's
like-
also just kind of boring because I think the controls are really stiff.
Yeah, it's
But
just
I
the
didn't like-
simplicity of it.
Yeah, for me, I just didn't like most of the gym challenges. I think there's only like 2 that I actually thought were neat. So like, that's the difference for me.
Alright. But now we can move on to the other Elite Four members, all the league.
If you put Rika in S, or like not, anywhere lower than S. Anywhere lower than S, I'm going to kill you.
We will kill you.
Yeah,
Why-
we will beat you to death.
Right now.
I
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is,
that's
I don't even need the death threats. She would have gone in S immediately
And
anyway.
I think this
He's literally the perfect
'cause, like,
woman.
exactly. I think this post is just pure essence of why she's
Yeah, like-
the best.
As
I
Literally.
agree. I do
No.
love that her ace is the funny poo poo
Honestly,
fish.
I don't even want to like date her. I just want to hang out with her. I want to get a beer with her.
No, I agree. 100%.
Yeah, like-
Kristen, you
like,
put it
she's-
into perspective that I could. That
like she
you put it exactly into
she
my
would be
perspective.
so cool to
Like,
hang out with.
she's super hot and handsome, but also she's like kind of a loser and really funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, listen. I just want to do everything with her. I want to do that. I also want her to step on me. Like both. I don't need to choose.
And, like me in the nuts.
Yeah, literally.
She's got pointy shoes. It'll hurt.
Yeah, I would let her drag me to a pub and we can just like hang out over dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sit at the tiny baby table because she had to bring Poppy with her, so we all get like milk.
Yeah.
It'll be like a rager.
Speaking of Poppy,
Child.
I think
Yeah.
he's like
Oh.
kind of here.
I think she's a really fun concept, if nothing else.
And
Personally,
literally-
The potential
Yeah.
of her being related to Wickstrom is what carries it for me. But aside
Yeah.
that, it's like
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Personally-
put her in A. Like she's a really
Uh.
fun concept, and like I feel wrong putting like the literal child putting her lower than A, given like she's just
I
doing
don't.
her best.
I
don't.
don't.
Here's the
Listen.
thing.
She doesn't really have much going for her.
She is
Yeah,
neat.
Just because she's
Yeah,
a
like-
child doesn't mean she can't be like kind of a lame character.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
like her, but she's kind of mid. This baby is mid.
She's neat. She's a little cute. Personally, I hate children though, and considering she's clearly even younger than the protagonist, I've
Yeah,
gotta
like-
hate her a little bit.
Yeah, like
Also,
my thing is one.
clears.
One, I wish that she had showed up more, and two, I wish they explained how the fuck she's a member of the Elite Four.
I'm not letting
Honest-
you put Poppy above Tulip. Put her in B.
Put her in B.
Yeah, even I can't forgive that.
You know what? You know what? No, it's my list.
Oh damn, okay.
I hate
Put your
you
foot
so
down on a
much.
terrible take, but fair. You know what? I'll respect the audacity.
Look, I will fully accept that my opinion on Tulip is mid. Like, that my opinion on her is mid, not that she is mid herself.
I respect the audacity. Wait, let's move on before I go find out your fucking address.
Alright, Hassel.
Alright, Hassel, I
S
think...
tier.
Yes,
S tier.
I like him a
Yes.
lot.
He's funny.
Yeah,
He's a silly old guy.
Yeah, like...
he's funny. He's got a really nice story,
Yeah.
and he's also a dragon type trainer, which means I'm incredibly biased.
Yeah.
He's a really fun character, and the fact that you get to interact with him so much, both like as a teacher and as an Elite Four member, like how could I not? Especially with like the story that he has and like the character that he presents.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's also
Yeah,
just.
dragon types.
It's nice to see just dragon trainers that aren't just, oh, I'm using one of like the most objectively just strong types, so I've got to just look cool and that's it.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that he's
no,
goofy.
like-
I like
yeah,
he's like bawling
just-
at random times.
Yeah, he's
All
just
of
a
the
goofy
dragon
guy.
trainers are goofy to me.
We need to petition for Pokemon to give us more goofy guys.
Goofy guys.
I hear it.
They really went all out with goofy guys
Yeah.
lately.
They did in this game.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay,
Gita.
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 Personally,
Okay,
she's
here's-
to me.
Here's what I think. If they don't do anything else with her, B to C tier.
Yeah, like
If there's something more going on with
Yeah,
her,
like-
I'd bump her up to like B to A.
like
I'm
here's the thing.
kind of obsessed with her.
I'm
It's
giving
like,
Gita
I love women shrouded in mystery.
I'm giving Gita a tentative B tier. Cause like her ranking in the future for me is going to depend entirely on DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it
Has-
stands, she's not bad, but I wish that there was more to her.
I completely agree with the ranking. I'm just personally, I'm obsessed with her because, like, what is she cooking? She's cooking
That's
something.
yeah.
She's like
has
Riku and
to be
Xenoblade 3.
cooking.
That's the thing about it,
She-
though.
she
If it turns out
cannot
she
cook.
isn't, then she's just a terrible character because she seems so mysterious but has nothing going
I'll be
on.
so mad if they do nothing with
If
her
they-
because
if they do
the
nothing-
idea of a champion villain is so interesting.
Like,
They have to do something there, you know?
if they do nothing with her, then that drops her a tier or two for me.
Yeah.
Because like,
Also, I really like her
at that
design.
Her team is also doo-doo.
well, I'm not
It's
even looking at it
upsetting
from like a
number,
team
honestly.
I think her team
perspective.
is pretty good.
Personally, there's
I just
only
think-
one thing I like about her. She uses Go-Goat. I respect
I
that.
just think it's fucked up that her fucking last Pokemon is the Pokemon that's supposed to be her lead, and her like fucking Pokemon that should be her final Pokemon is like thrown out in the middle of the battle.
Yeah, true.
Okay, but yeah, but,
stupid.
I don't know why they did that
everyone
to
has
her.
that take.
And
Yeah, everyone has
Yeah,
those
yeah,
takes.
But here's the
it's a
thing.
cold
obvious.
take, but it is a right one,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
Here's the thing. Even putting her team aside, like, if she doesn't get anything in DLC, then she drops a tier or two because she's just missed potential at that point. But if she does get something in DLC, then it's gonna hinge entirely on that.
Yeah. So right now she's B, she's middle of the road, but if she's cool in the DLC, then that changes everything.
Yeah, she's above the C tier characters because she's actually a character.
She actually has a personality.
Yeah,
I love her because she gives me, her vibes are so threatening.
yeah,
I love her. I
Yeah.
love women who are plotting and scheming and threatening.
yeah.
Agreed.
Please
I'm
let her actually
praying
be
she's evil.
plotting.
Please
I
let
am
her cook.
praying
does-
she's evil.
She doesn't
I
even
want
need
her to be evil.
She just needs to do something.
Like, she doesn't need to be like behind the scenes of everything, but I hope that she has at least some sort of maliciousness there. You know, something
Yeah,
that's like
give us-
you definitely
give
knew
us a
something
reason.
about what's going on.
Yeah, give us a reason for all these bad vibes. instead
She's
of just
suspicious.
I hope
I
she's
want
like actually
like as much as I love.
I just want her to be like a bit.
Like as much as I love things being left up for interpretation, because it lets my funny little headcanon brain go wild. I want something. I want something in universe for there to be like these vibes.
If they just go with she's behind everything, I'm gonna be so sad.
It'd be a little boring, but also like my idea is
It would
the
be
best thing
literally
they could
anything.
do.
I will take literally anything.
The best thing of me is if she wasn't behind everything, but she knew about almost everything and just let it happen.
Yeah.
I don't know why she would though, because like, you know, the idea of all the Paradoxmon existing, it's like that would work in most other regions, but Paldea isn't really one for competitiveness, so like having that strength doesn't really make sense unless she wants it to happen.
Yeah, like give her literally anything related to Area Zero, and that would immediately bump her up a tier.
But yeah, like she has to have something there.
Yeah, her ace is literally like the main mon that lives in Area Zero.
Yeah, they made a point about Glamora being her ace and it living in Area Zero. Like, come on. Oh, who dropped?
James.
James.
Okay.
Alright.
We've got our Giddy opinions out. It's time for Team Slay.
Yeah, it's time for the little guys.
My beloveds.
I feel like there
Giacomo
shouldn't be a
here.
single B rank for any of them. Like, and all of them are A and
If you
above.
put any of them below an A, I think that's wrong.
That's funny, because I would actually put like I think like one or two of them under A.
Well, I guess we'll see. So, Giacomo.
S.
For me, he's B or A.
I think
he's not S.
I think he's very fun. And
He's
I love
fun.
the fact that he canonically made all the Team Star music.
Okay,
That is
look,
so-
Also,
that's
that
cool.
he was a fucking dweeb.
That's so fun. He's such a dork, and like his fucking 5 head in the concept art.
His 5 head. I love it.
Funny.
Like, he's alright to me. I would say maybe A. I don't think he's S, though. But that's just kind of a personal thing.
I'd say he's like on the border between A and S. I just don't know which side he'd be.
I do want to add one thing that pisses me off. I was trying to go somewhere in the story with my overleveled team for dex reasons. His fucking thing blocked me off, and I couldn't get past. So I went in there just to beat his ass so I could do other things. He forced me to fight him, and he got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
I'm mad at him.
I think he's S for me, mostly because of the interactions you see with him in the academy with Ortega and how he just yells like DJ stuff out in the middle of the room.
He's so funny. He's
so
S for me.
It's like
He's
he
S
is
for
a
me.
funny guy. I don't think he's S, but I do agree with A at the very least.
Yeah, like, here's my thing. I wish that there was more screen time for him, but he makes such good use of the screen time he has.
Yeah.
And I love his
He's
design.
literally my favorite of the bosses, so that's why he's S for me. And he's a music nerd. And I love music.
Shout out to music.
Like, if you want to put him in S, I can at least agree with that, because I think there's a lot of good things. It's like, personally, he's not even in my probably top 5, maybe even 10. But he's a fun character. He like you said, he makes use of his screen time. He's definitely one of, like, I would say the strongest. Honestly, he probably is the strongest Team Star character. Like, there's only one that I personally like more than him, and that's just because, you know, I like woman.
I'm tempted to say A bordering on S.
I'm going to kill you, Wagon.
I agree with that.
I'll vibe with that.
I think also another thing is when I'm looking at the tier list, it does feel like some characters are just in their spot because they were earlier, so I imagine that they'll be shuffled around a bit. I can see a lot of the S's and A's being dropped down 1 just because, you know, it's like those are all positive. Everything above C is still positive.
Yeah, like everything above C is still positive, and none of the C's are negative. It's just that, like,
C is neutral.
They exist.
Yeah, like, C is always the neutral tier. That's how I see it, at least. Like, see it, that wasn't meant to happen. But, it's just like...
You know what, for now, at least, I'll put him in, like, S bordering on A.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Fair.
Alright. Mela.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her clunky little boot animations.
Her boot animation is actually perfect.
Alright, this is...
I love how people thought that it was like
this
a glitch.
This actually is a definitive A for me, because, like, here's the thing. I really, really like Mela, but she's not in the game enough for how much they hyped her up beforehand.
It is, like, annoying that they kind of treated her, like, they gave her as much screen time in the trailers and stuff as, like, a champion or, like, a gym, like, some of the gym leaders got less than her, and it's like, why?
Oh my god.
Yeah, like,
It's a shame.
I adore her, but they definitely made her out to be a bigger deal than she was, which I think that's just a problem with Pokemon's, like, trailers and stuff. They tend to focus on really minimal things.
Yeah, like, they made such a big deal of Mela before the game launched, and then her screen time in the trailers that she got was pretty much her screen time in the game.
Also, like, it's just like a thing, like, again, they did her dirty with that. It's like, it kind of, the main thing that reminds me of is with Wiglet being like the, you know, the mascot of Convergent Evolution, even though, you know, Toadskruel's clearly better. I think Wiglet is considered the worst Pokemon in the new game. Like, it is terrible in so many ways.
Yeah.
But it's not even, like, that easy to find. You've got to go to, like, Shoreline. You find, its evolution, Wugtrio. You find that more often than you find Wiglet.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, Wugtrio is also easier to spot.
Yeah, but also, like, with Wiglet, the only places I can remember are, like, the edges where the caves are in the early routes, whereas Wugtrio is right next to the fairies, like, the fairy area. The Team Star spot. Yeah. Like, it's right on the shore there. I agree with A, though. Like, that's fair. I personally would put her in S, but I can see your points for A.
Yeah. Alright, Atticus.
Atticus S.
Yeah, like, Atticus is S.
He's the weakest link to me outside of Penny herself.
Like, I can't not put Atticus in S.
He's so silly.
He's such a silly little guy.
He's my silly little white boy.
The only thing that I really find fun is just the fact that he's like this super pretty boy under the mask, and everyone's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Like, wait, he's hot?
Yeah, like he's a fusion dance between a Wayne Fire Emblem and Yusuke Persona.
And he's perfect for that.
Again,
I just love that character archetype. It's
reminder, his whole thing, you know. He's, like, being nice to, like, the kids and stuff, and I hate children, so you see, like, that isn't really a bonus to me. It's just like, oh, okay, he's a guy.
And also he uses poison types, which means he's automatically based.
He's at least got the poison type thing going for him. He's probably the weakest poison type that I can think of off the top of my head. But, like, you know. He is at least better than their leader. I'll give him that.
Alright, Ortega.
Wow. I actually like him.
Yeah, I like
think he's funny.
This is another one where I'm debating between A and S.
I feel like he's an A tier.
He doesn't have enough to be S.
Really
Can't stand little shits, B tier.
I love the little shit characters so long as they have something else going for him. I think he's A though.
You just hate it because he has a bowl cut.
Yeah, and?
I just like his vibes.
For now, I'll put him in A, but, like, he's close to an S. Cause, like,
I love the trend of fairy-type people being little bitches.
Yeah, like, he's such a fun little shit.
I like
him. Publicly embarrasses him.
He's just a privileged little rich kid. Oh wait, no, that's another knock against him. He's rich.
Here's my problem with him, is that it's not even, like, his fault, really. It's just how they wrote the story. They didn't really emphasize enough that, like, they were always like, oh, these are bullied kids. But they didn't, like, I feel like they should have gone into that more, because...
Yeah, like, they didn't really go into... They didn't really go into how they were bullied all that much, and Ortega got that the worst.
I was gonna add on to that, another thing is that because of him being rich, every single person I've seen that dislikes Team Star is like, oh, they're all rich kids that were, like, you know... Just like bullied
it's
once.
Just him.
No,
it's just him. Like everyone else,
he's the only one with money.
Yeah, like everyone else can understand why they got bullied, but Ortega doesn't really have
Rich
that.
white boy.
What I also really like, though, is that it's like, you know, from what we understand, he at least doesn't, like, he has some sort of problem with his family. and he's using all of his money and effort into doing things that he enjoys and doing it for his team. Like, he is the one that made all of the vehicles. He's the one that made the rev room thingies. And it's like, that's really cool.
That was him.
Yeah, he's the one that built all of those, and he did one for each team member. Imagine making a whole ass car for like 4 friends because you just like Team Star that much.
Yeah.
It's like, I think he's really cool. I like when the little shit characters clearly have something they care about, because then they're at least like have something that they're like, oh, you have some sort of thing you like. You're like not a little shit to everyone. Got it. I think that just helps characters like him a lot, but I still think he's A. I just don't feel too strongly about Team Star outside of Mela, though, so...
If this was me, he'd be B tier.
You know.
Alright.
I think
Airy.
S tier.
S.
Yeah,
S.
that's an easy S tier.
Easy S.
No, don't doubt about that.
Like, I agree with S. I think she's A, but I said that about every Team Star member except for Mela.
Yeah.
She's just the sweetest little thing. I love her.
I love her whole thing, because it's one of the ones that feel like the most of these people don't want to break up. They care about each other so much. Like,
here's the thing for me. Of the 5 base leaders, I think for as late in the game that Airy is I assume that she's meant to show up since she's the highest level character.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's also the most fleshed out, surprisingly enough.
The only thing I dislike about her is her outfit. That's the only thing. I don't like the outfit. I kind of hate outfits that the front is fully covered, but then the sides have skin showing. I think it's just goofy, and it kind of looks like, I don't know what her outfit's meant to be based off of, but I think it's meant to just be the modified student uniform like the rest of them, but it just looks so goofy to me. Yeah, but they also, when Clavel talks to all of them, he's like, you all modified your student uniforms, and you can see with Mela and I think Atticus as well, that they are modified student uniforms.
Yeah.
So I think it's a wrestling outfit using that as the base, and for me, it just makes it look atrocious. I think they should have just gone all in on the wrestling outfit.
Yeah.
I think they should have kept from her official art the jacket on her shoulders.
Agreed. That would make it a million times better.
That would be such a cool addition.
Listen, the coolness of that would have countered all of my complaints about her outfit.
Alright. So now, we're getting to the big ones, starting with Clavel.
S.
I think he's at least A. He's funny.
Clavel
he's great.
So funny.
He's such a fun character.
I'm glad he wasn't
Remember
the
when we
villain.
all thought he was gonna be the villain?
I didn't think that.
Everyone thought going in that he was gonna be the twist villain, but I am so happy that he's not.
He's a dude. He's just a dude who cares for his students. I like that.
Also, he cares for his students.
Yeah, and his whole thing in the Starfall Street line is so fucking funny.
I don't see Clive on here though. That's the
where's Clive?
Oh, you're right though. Where is Clive?
That
0 out of 10 tier list. I can't believe this. We're gonna have to scrap
genuinely?
the entire video because they don't have Clive. They put the fucking grunts from Team Star, but they didn't put my man Clive. 0 out of 10.
It's just nice to also, see, he has no idea about any of the things that happened with, Team Star. He doesn't know anything about what happens in Area Zero. He has no clue because he's so new, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
they could have just made him,
Yeah, it's less that he's, blissfully ignorant, it's more that he's picking up the pieces.
Yeah, he has no clue what's going on because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to imagine that the previous director did not tell him anything. About what happened to Team Star.
Yeah, he didn't. He was because it was his fault. Why would he take accountability?
Yep.
You know how much they love taking accountability.
Yeah, they were just oh, it's your problem now. Wait, what problems? Bye.
He's a principal. Why would he ever take any sort of accountability? That's their least favorite thing.
Goodbye.
And
back.
We're ranking Team Star characters.
Wagon's gonna make a video for Pokémon Day.
Yeah.
You're on air. Say hi to the public.
Live
just so you know.
Live mech reaction.
Yeah.
The video will not show it, but Mech waved in the chat.
Yeah.
Live mech reaction.
Yeah.
Live mech reaction.
Alright.
Anyways, Nimona, S tier.
S.
S tier.
You know what?
Definite S
Hang on
tier.
a second.
He's
You're making
Goku.
an S plus.
Yeah, make an S plus 80.
Let's go. I agree with this. To me, she is the best rival in, like, forever.
Yeah, I fully.
Here's the thing.
It's Goku.
Oh,
Speaking of Goku, hi, Iba.
hi,
Iba.
Eva.
We summoned him with
We summoned him.
Oh
But
god,
yes.
so many people are here.
Yeah,
We
gonna be
said
completely
Ramona and Iba showed up.
yeah, like gonna be completely honest. Not only is Nomona my favorite character from Scarlet and Violet, she is my favorite character from all of last year.
And she's so good. I love her a lot.
It's nice.
Personally, not my favorite rival, but I adore her so much because it's just like she's just like me.
Yeah.
She's just like me for real.
She's just like me for
real.
real.
She is.
I've never felt so seen with ADHD representation.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It's just
she's like the most ND core character, and like
yeah.
She's like
that's
Barry,
me.
but if they gave Barry screen time.
Yeah. And
It's just like another thing as well, though, is that she's like the first time where we get a nice rival that doesn't feel bad to fight because they don't like. She wants you to like fight her and win. She
Like,
wants
I
that.
want you to fucking destroy me.
yeah,
Like,
and I cannot fucking stand the Yandere memes about her.
it's
Killer.
it's
We talk
weird.
about those
Yeah,
yesterday.
Fucking
points.
weirdo shit.
She's so weird.
They're just like
Just let her be like fun.
She has ADHD.
She's
They're all haters.
Let her alone.
she's just autism rep, and all of a sudden, oh, she's the Yandere. Fuck off. Like
Yeah.
the only memes like that I'm okay with are Goku, because like she is Goku.
She's literally Goku.
She's
I don't know
literally
what
Goku.
I don't know what it is about fandoms, but whenever there's like a high energy, hyperactive girl that's always following the main character, people just automatically think they're yandere, and I hate it.
because people are
so
weird
true.
incels that
No,
don't have
It's not,
friendships.
it's not like she's willing to kill somebody just to fight the player. Come on now.
Literally, like every time when there's a fandom, and every time there's a girl character.
You could just stop there, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
that's
just
all
like
it
she seems
needs.
just like, oh, battle, woo, battle.
Battle?
Alright, so now Arvin.
One thing I will say about
Yeah, like
But,
Arvin
I
was gonna say,
is
he better be an S
also one of my
plus too.
favorites.
before we move on to Arvin, one thing I do want to say about Nimona, I wish we fought her real team.
You mean
I
until
wanna
for the events?
I want to face her real team, please.
Oh, like her other team.
Yeah, the one that she had before you leveled.
That would have been
Because
fun.
the
Maybe
team,
we'll
the
get
team,
back.
I'm afraid I must go all out team.
Maybe we'll get a battle like that in
team
DLC.
the team you
Super
face,
Saiyan God Super Saiyan team.
the team
Yeah,
you
at
go
the
up
end of the
against
day.
is the one that she chooses when she starts the league. It's not like the real one.
Yeah.
So it's not the one she chose to. It's not the one that she had when she won the league. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, Arvin
Arvin, one of the
is
best
also one of my
characters.
favorites.
I think Arvin
Arvin.
has been one of the best characters Pokemon has made in a long time.
Literally.
Like, the thing is, Nimona is my favorite character from the game, but Arvin is objectively the best.
I think
Like-
He's the best
so
written
good.
character we've gotten in a long time.
In a long
Yep.
time.
I also just love his design. I don't care what people say about his haircut. I fucking love it.
his
Yeah,
design.
his
It's so
design is
fluffy
great.
looking.
Wait, people
I love
don't like
his
it?
silly
People
mullet.
hate his haircut.
The funny
That's
thing
their
is, my
problem.
coworkers,
Cute.
It's so
like, if-
fluffy. It's so nice.
Like, if
my coworkers say he looks like a squirrel.
also, how am I
Yeah,
just
he
now?
has a squirrel. He
Yeah,
looks like
how,
Venus.
how am I just now realizing that it's the same color scheme as Mabostiff?
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's the same color scheme as his parents.
True. Also
Me
true.
when I have the same color scheme as my parents.
Alright, but yeah, like, I don't know if we'll ever get a character as good as Arvin in a while.
I believe we will.
Dude,
I just
Milo
hope
is
they don't
right there.
try to force it
I
with
hope
rivals.
so. I just wish that. Yeah, I just hope that it happens naturally if we get a
Yeah.
character on his level again.
I think having multiple
I hope not.
rivals help to make them all stand out a lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Since they all have their own like routes.
It's like, I think they finally perfected what they've been trying to do for a while, because they keep on trying to give you multiple rivals, and in X and Y, they were all given too much, with only half of them actually getting important things. And then we got...
Now we have like 3 different separate stories with each
Scarlet,
of them.
Yeah.
It lets them all stand on their own without overlapping too much.
And then in Sword and Shield, we also got, 2 important ones, and then Marnie was shafted. So, like, it's nice to see all 3 get something.
Yeah, Marnie was just there.
Just like
and
Penny.
Penny.
She's someone more.
I'd say that she's, out of the 3, I think she's my least favorite, but she's still S tier for me.
I really like her. I think she's really
Horrible
funny.
take, but I will take it.
She's pretty funny.
Yeah, honestly, my
I hate her.
Honestly, my one thing is I wish that she got literally any consequences for her gross invasion of privacy.
That, I also think that they should have actually made her team worth something, because I had more trouble with every other character in her storyline and Clavel.
Her team is that they're her pet.
Yeah, like
she should make them better.
I had more trouble with
She doesn't want a battle.
She's cringe. I don't like her at all.
Yeah, like I also had more trouble with Clavel than with Penny.
She's my least favorite character in the entire fucking game.
She's literally just there in the end game.
Yeah.
I think she's so funny though.
It's also just like the problem of like how in poor taste some of her dialogue is, where it's like Arvin, at first it makes sense that she doesn't like it, but he's like, yeah, no, my parents were like never there for my life. I had to deal with their consequences. She's just like, well, damn, my parents loved me, but like I hate them for it. It's like, great.
Dude, at least your parents weren't super suffocating, and it's like, bro,
yeah, it's just like
she doesn't even know if they're alive or not.
You know what? Yeah, like that probably bumps her down to A.
I still think
if it was me, she'd be B tier.
Hello.
Hey, Verb.
Hey, Verb.
Everyone's fucking joining. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's a party.
You're being exposed.
Penny just has potential to be a really cool character, but I just don't think she got enough screen time to actually earn that.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot of the problem of
kind of the issue with Penny.
A lot of the characters I also have in A, where it's just like I like them, but I wish there was more.
Also, to add with Penny, I'm just so sick of people like making the most with these haircuts. Why is she given like the most atrocious combination of blue and red? They didn't even try to mix those things together. I hate it.
It's like, why is it so haphazard like that? Like,
also,
they could have blended it in, but no, just red bangs and blue everything else.
I like to think that she tried to do it herself, and it just was so bad.
Also, to add, Ortega, the bowl cut, like, at least it's stylized a bit. She literally looks like fucking Ian from Smosh. Like, with that haircut. It is literally the exact fucking same.
I hate that you pointed that out.
It's the exact same. There's no stylization there.
God.
It's actually pretty funny.
She has a pink frosted sprinkle donut backpack in her somewhere stashed in her closet. I fucking know it. I know it.
It totally does. I like her because she's a stupid loser.
Alright, and now we're on to the last ones.
At least S.
S.
Yes. At least.
Some of them, they're so cool. I love the professors.
Yeah, like,
because these aren't the terrible parents.
Yeah, like I'm putting them both in S, but like it's just a dependent on if either of them is going in S+.
It's big boops,
I will say I like Sada better than Turo.
When you talk about Sada and Turo, I think you combine both of them into
Yeah,
because they're basically the same character, but the reason that I'd say that their rankings can differ is because of the fact
I'm talking
that
about the alive actual professors and then the AI professors. It's
well, I kind of differentiate it.
Real actual live professors.
Yeah, that's why I don't consider
parents based on how horrible parents they are. Let's go.
With these two, at least with these two, it's like I'm considering them just like the AI because those are the ones we met. Those are the ones that we actually see in the story, and those are the ones on the screen. But I also just think that people can still be like, oh, they're terrible because they could have at least told Arvin what happened. But they still have their the parents' memories too. Like, you think that they want to be the one to break the news? Like they still have an emotion situation.
That's my thing, though. Like they told him that they're trying to contact them. I'm just like, why didn't you tell the teachers?
Yeah, let's fuck up this kid even more. You know? No.
Yeah, what are you to say?
I'll just throw my hands up. Admit I'm guilty. I enjoy the fact that these two just legitimately aren't good parents.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I agree.
Like the fact that they're still constantly praised and shit outside of the school. Meanwhile, Arvin knows who these people really are. That dichotomy is super realistic, and I think it's cool. Yeah, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Did they?
And I also like how you could tell Arvin clearly loved them, but he's grew so bitter because they weren't there.
This relationship is complicated because holy shit, Arvin's a fucking kid.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The part when the AI was like, "Yeah, your parents loved you," and Arvin's reaction is like, "Why'd you have to say that?"
Yeah.
So good.
Broke me.
The entire sequence was so fucking good.
I'd say
the entire game, chef's kiss.
I think it's kind of neat that the shittiest people in Paldea were the professors.
Yeah.
All things considered, I kind of like that because you don't really see that before.
Yeah.
The
thing is, the last time we got bad parents this realistic, they walked her back in every subsequent incarnation.
Literally, I hate that. They should
Why, Lusamine?
kept in fusion. It was so fucking cool. It was the coolest thing that Pokemon's ever done, and if someone disagrees, I will kill them.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea. Yeah, it's a cool idea until she was a fucking glorified ball throwing machine.
Yeah, I was literally about to say she's just a glorified pitching machine.
They just had to do the Eternamax in that generation, and it would have been cool. Imagine fighting the giant fucking Nihilego with jellyfish.
Yeah, the anime has the biggest disparity between her character from the original, but it actually gave the Mother Beast things to do.
To add on though with the Turo and Sada thing, just to kind of go off of everything else that was mentioned, it's not only are they still praised by the entire world and only Arvin really knows how terrible of parents they were, but you can also see that their obsession kind of took over, but they still cared about him. They had that picture of him with Mavistiff up on the in their lab, and but also, on top of that, it shows that the AI clearly still cares for him, because they kept it up. They didn't try to put it away or anything. The entire time that they've been down there for years, I think over a decade, they said, it was there, because they still cared about Arvin. They just did not know what to say to him after, just because they're no longer his parents.
Got smoked.
What can you say, honestly?
It's and if he found out that they died to protect Kuraidon or Miraidon, he'd probably hate that thing so much more, because it means that he never got closure with his parents because of the lizard that he hates.
Good. Fucking obsessed with the dynamic and everything. It's so good.
It's genuinely so just so fucking well made. I love it.
Yeah, it's genuinely great.
Yeah,
it's really real fucking good.
I love it.
So good. I wonder if we'll meet the other parent in the DLC, or if
I hope we do, but also I hope that if we
they
do,
also were implied to have died at some point.
No, they left.
Yeah,
the parent just ditched.
Yeah, no, because I thought the whole deal was they walked out on them and died a little after.
Yeah,
I don't think they died after. Maybe they did, but if they didn't, I don't want it to be they try to meet up with Arvin again, because he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that pain.
He does not need that.
If they walked on him, he should not be forced to be put in that position. I would not mind though if they made it so that you had to fight the the other professor at some point, or there was something where they visited Paldea.
Yeah, make them a super boss.
Yeah, if they somehow existed in the DLC, I would not mind. I just hope that they don't try to go and now they're a happy family again, because that bitch ditched Arvin, and if he was if the parent was there while the other one was dead in the Area Zero, I don't think Arvin would be nearly as fucked up as he is.
I know.
Honestly, I think it'd be interesting where if instead of them being a happy family and they after meeting Arvin. Like, they do meet Arvin, but Arvin goes off on them and just says, I don't need you, so just go ahead and leave like you already did.
Like,
I just think
righteous
the
fury.
great thing would be if Arvin was just like, I've gone to place, I have people in my life that care about me now, and I don't need you in my life anymore.
Yeah.
I want that.
That shit would be awesome, I think.
Yeah.
now we've kind of have all them on the board, though. Is there anything you're gonna change?
Alright,
I think this is a good list. I'm still mad about
you know, I've got issues with it, but also I can understand most of it, so, like, fair.
You just want to fight this tier list.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I'm probably gonna drop the mom down a tier, cause like
I understand just because.
Cause like here's
Everyone.
the thing.
You're still wrong for it.
Yeah, I don't dislike her, but it's the mom. She does like nothing.
I understand, but you're still wrong for it.
No, I understand only because, like, you know, you did have a bit more than just being hot to get you up into the higher tiers.
Yeah.
Though, honestly, I still disagree with, like, half the characters' placements.
Yeah, no,
Just
like
because of
Gita S tier, 100%.
Like
You're so
No,
basic.
no.
yeah, like
You're
I
so basic.
still don't think that she's that
I'm
great.
fucking.
yeah, I mentioned
I'm the fucking goat. That bitch is very attractive and makes me feel things, and I love her.
Yeah, like
I
mentioned this
fucking
before. I mentioned this
That's-
before you had come into the call, Iba, but Gita's placement, like for me, is tentative and depends entirely on if she does literally anything in the DLC.
Because it's more,
I
like, personality and stuff. Because
Yeah,
it feels so
I like
incomplete.
Yeah,
she's
'cause, like-
very polite, but you can just feel underneath.
Yeah.
Something malicious is brewing.
Right
Yeah.
now, she feels like the Anthem. So, like, she needs to have a bit more. But she has
Yeah.
Go-Goat on her team, so she's Go-Goated, you know? Like,
She's goated.
I fucking love that she uses Go-Goat, because I love when they use Pokemon that people, like, you know, don't really talk about much. Like,
Yeah.
people are always like, oh, champion teams need to have, like, the best Pokemon in the game. They're weak bitches if they say that. They're pathetic.
I hate people
Yeah, like-
who will always complain and like compare any fucking female champion to Cynthia. Shut the fuck up, I'm gonna kill you.
Shut the fuck up. Be normal.
Every champion to Cynthia. They compare every fucking trainer to Cynthia. Joey's actually the worst
Yeah.
character in the series, because he only uses a Rattata. Cynthia, on the other hand, like...
Cynthia, how
You
are
can sweep Cynthia with a Garchomp. That's what I did.
I did it with the Clefable! Our team uses the Clefable and fucking Diamond Shattered Pearl! It's bad!
You know what's even funnier about that is that Cynthia's team isn't even that viable. Like
Anymore, yeah.
There we
Because
It was scary for its time, but with fairy types, that
Yeah.
time has passed.
Yeah, it's just like the only reason that everyone hypes her up is that they played Sinnoh when they were pee-pee poo-poo little children.
it's
know.
like...
And
she's
she was
good
hard.
too.
Had their Infernape leveled up.
She
Yeah.
has some might.
Like the main reason she's gassed up is because of Garchomp. Let's be real.
It's like...
Yeah.
I understand it kind of, just because, again, she has the whole, like, Ivy is maxed out thing, and that's cool. And I think they should have kept that. But also, just when the anime was, like, ending, there's that big tournament, and people were pissed that she lost to Leon, like, do they not realize that Leon's team, I'm pretty sure it's more meta than her team is, like, at this moment. His team is strong. He's just a bad a champion, because Sword and Shield's kind of easy.
Yeah. And
Like-
also, you're older now and you know how to play Pokemon.
Like, he uses Aegislash. That thing's a big...
Yeah.
more like
it's
Slash.
like, if you want to talk about meta Pokemon, like Aegislash is really good.
I like
It's-
Aegislash.
It's just like...
Still banned.
Still...
Still banned.
Still banned as well.
Actually, another one I'm gonna change. I'm gonna drop Penny down one too.
Agree. Let's
The
go.
only good decision you've
Yeah, because
made.
like the more I think about it, like the more she has going against her. Like I don't dislike her, but like that stuff adds up.
Why is her hair layered like that?
Why
Yeah,
is it layered like that?
Also, it
I-
doesn't help that
how
you
it-
made that fucking Ian from Smosh comparison. Now I can't.
Let's go!
I can't get
Also-
that out of my head. Stumbles.
Another thing that pisses me off, I hate how, like, not only does she get no consequences for her actions, but she also gets just to wear whatever the fuck she wants. We have to sit with this ugly-ass outfit. She's never even bitched about, like, she doesn't get accused of the dress code thing, but her fucking rest of her group is. It's just her. Why does she get to be different? Fuck you,
Maybe she wears it under her hoodie, you don't know.
Also, the fact that, like, she hacks into the league's points supply, and Gia just says, like, nah, you get to work for the league now. Like, I'd like to interpret that as her, like, trying to keep an eye on Penny, but at the same time...
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, like...
Personally. And Penny's like, what? What do you mean I have to do more super level hacking?
Personally, if they go down the Gita is doing something suspicious route, I think it would be interesting if she tried to get away with making Penny help her with something, and Penny realized how suspicious it was, and after doing it, goes up to you and is like, hey...
That would be very nice.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
She had me, like... I saw mentions of Area Zero in this code that she was making me deal with, something like that. It would be like, at least they make her more likable, because I do not fucking like Penny.
There's some sussish. I found some sus things.
Yeah.
Also,
guys, Gita is the imposter from Among Us.
Oh no.
One more thing to add, because this is something that drives me insane about a lot of characters. This is just like a smaller thing, but you know, I'm trans. I don't like when people say that Penny is, because I'm just so sick of people like putting it on characters, and then just like, but they're never actually given that in canon. It's just like a headcanon thing, but it's like, I'm tired of seeing it. I don't want her to represent me, because they don't do it enough. Like, if they don't go all the way, I don't want it. And so it's like, whenever I see people that aren't putting it on her, I'm like, stop.
Yeah, like for me, like, I can see where people might be coming from with that idea, but also, like, I don't agree with it.
It's also why I don't like Rosado in Engage.
If it ain't brisket, I don't want it.
If it's not, see, brisket is the fucking giga chat of it, because that's canon.
Yeah.
It's canon. But yeah, no, it's just because of that, you know, I'm very, very just I cannot like Penny. There's too many things I dislike about her, but yeah, like the other two rivals.
Yeah,
so
another thing that wasn't mentioned is the fact that she's British.
Yeah, unfortunately, all of the Sword and Shield cast is too. So it's like, you know, I have to allow it to happen. Unfortunately, because that's just, you know, everyone has flaws.
Yeah, because they had to acknowledge that Britain exists, and now all of a sudden it's bleeding into everything else.
I do think that they should have just said fuck it and made it like, you know, been like, well, it's based off the UK in its entirety, so no one there is actually British. They're all like, just anything else. Anything else, but no.
Yeah, but no. Oh, also,
it's a shame.
Also, I another theory that I don't really like, Jacques being Adaman's descendant, like,
I hate that.
Why are people still talking about that? Shut up!
People will be like, this guy is blue, so he must be a descendant. I hate Legends Arceus. Great game, was a mistake with the descendant thing. I honestly think they should have done it less, so it's just like, if it's not blatantly obvious, they're not.
Yeah, it's just like, goddamn.
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
I'm so sick and tired.
Like,
they're only saying it because of his hair.
Yeah, no, honestly, and the funniest thing is that, like, let me look at that fucking dude again. Where is he on this list? They're saying that. I'm surprised they were saying that about Gita, because she's actually got, like, you know, blue and yellow in her color scheme. It's still dumb as hell either way, but it's like,
at the very least, it makes more sense for Jacques than it does for Gita, because, like, the hairstyle is kind of sort of similar if you squint your eyes and tilt your head all the way around.
Yeah, it's dumb. But yeah, no. I think the list's done, and I'm also gonna hop out now, but...
Yeah, I'd say this looks like a good list.
You know.
Very pog.
What in the world?
So yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I think a lot of good discussion was had. Wagon, I will be finding your address, and I will be hunting you down.
For which opinion?
Yes.
Yes.